Where's my tornado? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I think I am good. Oh, let's get all these taken care of. Let's do that. Let's get it done so that we can get this beautiful morning of veneration going. Alafia, Ikaro, great day, good day, great grand rising, good morning, salutations, Alafia. Okay, all right. I think I am okay. Alafia, darling. Alafia. Okay, so TikTok as always, first in the building. So today is Oshe Ireni. Many people probably know this is Oshe Shango or Oshe Jakuta. For my lineage, we go off of the traditional name that would have been the name for the day, which would have been Ireni, the fourth day, the day of the stone throwers and the storm makers. So we're going to do some veneration for Baba Shango, Oya, and Aganju. We're also going to get some wisdom from Ifa because we just had Ita Dogun. So got some wisdom from Ifa that I want to share, as well as just some good erase, some prayers for good fortune for today. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful veneration morning. Alafia to my goddaughter. Alafia, Oba. I hope you are doing well this morning. So, without further ado, I will add to Oshodi Iwori Wofun. Without further ado, we're going to start as we usually do with Ayla, and we're just going to mosey on through the prayers this morning. Yeah. Let's do this. Cool this map. Irese. Elamosi. Elamo yigi otami. Hold on, I forgot my laptop won't die. Hold on, y'all. I looked at it. I forgot. Hold on. Let's plug you in so that there we go. My apologies, laptop. Okay, try that again. Take that from the top. Elaro akio como kurabiti. Elaro. Ifa entiti nikpanila no washa odun ko aso do iroko odun nisiko ela poke ela roku ajubore ela takunwa o ela ro o iti irere ela takunwa ajubore idu irere ela takunwa ajubore oju irere ela takunwa ajubore ela mada o ajewaro ela mada eji ajewaro ashe 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 o ashe o. Yeah, yeah, yep. We'll give you. Yep, that's what we're doing today. Ela, the spirit of manifestation, child of the ruler, spirit of manifestation, child of the offspring of the stone and the water. We ourselves become manifestation. The stone that birthed the spirit of manifestation will never die. He is of no substance. He is too small to be thought of. Yet he delivered the immortals from all trouble. The chief for whom to know is to be saved. Spirit of manifestation, praise the sacrifice that opens the way. Spirit of manifestation, praise the sacrifice that brings life. Spirit of manifestation, praise the sacrifice that precedes work. The spirit of manifestation has appeared. Holy Spirit with string descend. Be the ears of our prayers. Holy Spirit with string descend to accept our prayers. Holy Spirit with string descend to hear the lips of our prayers. Holy Spirit with string descend to accept our prayers. Holy Spirit with string descend to accept our prayers. Holy Spirit with lips of blessing embrace us. Mighty Spirit with lips embrace us all. Ashi. Eshui seri, gama delogioni, mofiku mi rosurunre eleo, mofiku mi rosurunre eleo. Eshui seri delogioni, mofiku mi rosurunre ashe. Eshu, Eshu odara, Eshu lamo grioko. Okuniorita jolanga langa lalu. Arin lanja lanja lalu. Ode ibija demole. Ija niotroba delife. Tofi de amo. Oro eshu to. Eshu mashemyo. Eshu mashemyo. Oh, mami, la Nicolushe, Pato, Subita, no, I don't see why. Eshu, Eshu Odara, I come to you today as your daughter, your priestess. Iya Owinni Adina Dulosimi Vomi Jango, to say thank you. I say thank you to you on behalf of myself. I say thank you to you on behalf of my children and my family. Issue on behalf of Ifajana and his family and his lineage. I say thank you to you on behalf of all of my godchildren, past, present, and yet to be. And on behalf of all of those who come for the wisdom and medicine of Ifa and Orisha from me, I say thank you, Eshu. Thank you for being the vehicle of transformation. Thank you for opening the doors to blessings. Thank you for ensuring that that we open the doors to our blessings, that we open the doors to our good fortune. Thank you for trying to point us away from the doors to negativity. Thank you for trying to point us away from the doors to loss issue. Thank you for trying to make sure that we have discernment, that we can easily discern what is for us and what is not, what path is for us and what path is not. Thank you, Issue, for reminding that if we take what we feel like was a wrong turn, that wrong turn can easily become several right turns or several left turns and get us back on path to where we are headed to our good fortune. Thank you, Issue, for carrying our prayers to Odun. Thank you, Issue, for ensuring that our prayers are approved. Thank you, Issue, for opening the doors from Odun to Aye to ensure that our prayers are answered and our blessings are received. We'll do well, Issue, for carrying prayers this morning, for carrying offerings this morning, and every day. Ashi. Olodumare, Mojiloni, Mawoko Merina ye. Igun kini, igun keji, igun kete, igun ilojoni. Bokwaregba, wanilie, tea tomo tekpe tokba. Wafi wa, kio fona hanwa, wafi ni leni shete mi. Aleo, aleo. Afu you can give me sick be. Alajani antin fokole. Ani kosi iko meji. Nino iko biopi. Ihiti yaba yaku yapi dum 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 dum. Aleo. Aleo. Ifa wakbotemi, Eshu wakbotemi, Jekiniemi, 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 Yola sanmite tomo tibitiri, Londrin baponilie, Wajekemi, Kiyoyemi, Ashe, 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 Ashe. Creator, I greet the new day. I greet the four directions that create the world. The first vulture, the second vulture, the third vulture, the fourth vulture are owners of the day. They brought us the good fortune that sustains us on earth. They bring me all good things that sustain my spirit. With you, there is no failure. We praise the road that you have created. Nothing can block the power of spirit. We praise the light of the earth, and it sustains the abundance of creation. It brings us food of the forest. It brings us the sweet things in life. We praise the light of the earth. Ifa brings us spirit. The divine messenger brings us spirit. We praise their blessings. We praise the blessings of family and children, as well as the creation and destruction that occurs in all corners of the world. They are the blessings of the world, and they are my blessings. May it be so. Opie ni funolorun. Ibaulu tumare. Oba jiki mojiloni. Moboku merinaye. Iba ila horu. Iba iworu. Ibariwa, iba gusu, iba opaik baye, iba arunoke, iba baba iba ye, iba igungu kiki gungu, ibori nu, iba ipanri tioloru, ashe, 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 ashe. Gratitude to the owner of the realm of the ancestors. I respect the creator, the ruler who we praise first. I wake up today and I behold the four corners of the world. I respect the power of the East. I respect the power of the West. I respect the powers of the North and the South. I respect the chief of the seasons of the earth, and I respect the invisible realm of the mountains. I respect our mothers. I respect our fathers. I respect the ones that came before of the ancestors. I respect the spirit of consciousness, and I respect the spirit of the inner self. Ashe, 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 ashe. Ori agbo ato ashuri iwori wafun alafia. Ori sani, ori sani, ori sani kete, ori sani kete, ori o tansaniki inio wolowo, ori o tansaniki imbemo lemio, Oyo tansan imiaya. Oyo tansan biki and kole mole. Ori samio. Ori samio. Ori samio. Alama ajiki imani mope ashe. Today and every day we give thanks to our Ori. Our Ori is a good Ori. Good Ori is our direct link to Olorun. Good Ori is Olorun's essence within us. Good Ori is our Ori. Good Ori accepts the wisdom of Ifa. Good Ori accepts the guidance from Orumila. Good Ori is our Ori. Good Ori accepts assistance from Orisha. Good Ori welcomes and embraces Igungun. Good Ori accepts assistance from Igungun. Good Ori is our Ori. Ori, I ask that you always bring us our blessings, for we are grateful to you. Ori, I ask that you always celebrate and rejoice with us during the good times. Ori, I ask that you always honor and give us gratitude and thanks to fill our hearts so we can enjoy the good times even further. Or I ask that you always support us through challenging times. Or I ask that you always walk with us so that we walk in alignment with our Iwa Bele. Or we give you gratitude and thanks today. Personally, today, I am grateful for divine inspiration. I am grateful for the energy to get things done. I am grateful for every godchild I have had, every godchild I have, and every godchild I will have in the future. I'm grateful for the loving heart that my Ori chose to have, even though sometimes that loving heart can be broken by those closest to us. I give gratitude for having a loving heart. And for every heartbreak, my heart never ceasing to be a loving heart. My heart never starting to be a jaded heart. That my heart is always full of love, even when those don't love me back. So I'm grateful because my loving heart is strong. It's not a weakness, it is a superpower. It is protecting me from being out of alignment. Ori, today I ask for prosperity. Ori, I ask for prosperity, financial blessings. We always need, like we live in the states. I ask for financial blessings on this day, Ori. Not just financial blessings that let me take care of my adult responsibilities in my home. I call in financial blessings, Ori, that allows me to go do something fun. You know, you like to see us with our nails done. So I call in financial blessings to ensure that we can get our nails and our toes done. I don't care how cold it is outside. I'm going to get that pedicure though. I call for moments of laughter and smiles, Ori. I call for wisdom and Ofo Ashe to speak life into myself, to speak power into myself, and by extension, be able to speak life, speak love, speak power, speak protection, speak abundance, speak all Ire Bobo into the lives of those who are meant to receive it from me. So Motupo Ori for being such a good Ori. Ashe. Because before I get into the Orishas, I should remember to do that. It's after rate. And thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the love. I appreciate it. Now we can. Y'all don't send a text or leave a voicemail. I ain't never answering your phone call. Just saying. All right. Igungun kiki gungun. Iguni kulanan pawa ko pui pui. Oh, baso la funawo. Iguni kubata bangunde. Biba falatori na laguna sade ashe. Atare. Alligator pepper. That's what I just ate. Ta'ai Gungun. Today is Thursday. Today is a good day. Good day to call the ancestors. In a traditional calendar, Thursdays are for ancestors. Though we honor and call our ancestors every day, Thursdays, most specifically, they are close. They are extra close to us on Thursdays. It is why when we do ceremonies and rituals that are going to span several days, they kick off on the day of the ancestors on Thursdays. Because we always call them in first. So today I give gratitude. Moju Bao to all of my loving and benevolent ancestors whose names are known and unknown on all sides and all planes of my existence. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors through the line of my father. Moju Bao to my son, Gabriel Alexander. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors through the line of my children. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors through the line of Ifajana to Juajana. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors through the line of my godchildren. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors through the line of my god siblings of Ile, Ofo, Ashe, Iyamio, Shalonka. Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors that are friends, that are former classmates, teachers, godparents. And Moju Bao to the honorable ancestors of all of those who come to me for the wisdom and medicine of Ifa and Orisha. Moju Bao to you. And special Moju Bao to my ancestors that work candles and do hoodoo. We're going to talk later. All right. Let's get some Orishas called. Ibaoya Jalaye Jalaru Winnie Yansa Ajale Ajalaru Funire Ibayansa Ajale Ajalaru Funia Lafia Iba Oya. Ajalaye Ajalarun. Witty, me be, my answer. Alafia Oya. Oburu Oye Abojishi. I am your daughter. Iya Owinni Adina Tudosini Faomi Shango. Oya, I come to you today not only on behalf of myself, I come to you today on behalf of my children and my family. I come to you today on behalf of my omos, all of them, whether they come to me or not. I come to you today on behalf of Ifajana and his family, his lineage. I come to you today on behalf of all of those who come to me for the wisdom and the medicine of Ifa Oya Iyansa. I come to you to say thank you. The winds of heaven Motupoyo Iyansa. Oya, for bringing in, blowing in blessings. Thank you for the winds of change and the reminder that change happens for us and not to us. Thank you for showing us how to stand in the eye of our personal storm, standing in the calm eye of the tornado, standing in the gentle eye of the hurricane when it is time for us to uproot things in our life that don't serve us. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be the instruments of change and evolution in our own life. Oh yeah, on this day, this Oshe Irene, Abo Shishe Abo Ato Ashori Iworiwofu. On this day of veneration for you, oh yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, will you accept my oropo? Oh yeah, is it oropo in OT today? Ashe. Mm, 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 mm. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance the night away. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. We will take that. Okay. Sure, you'll take out, lady, so you don't fall asleep. All right. Well, yeah, I have for you a little bowl in OT. Oh, yeah. Please use this little bowl to ensure that we have victory over our enemies. Ensure that we are victorious over our adversaries. Celery? Celery. Why celery? Alafia, celery. Okay. Okay. I don't know which one of y'all, if the smell came through so strongly, I could taste it. I don't know who needs some fiber, some celery in their house, but yeah, yeah, celery, celery, yeah, just as clear as that was weird. Oh God, I gotta get used to my clear olfactory because that was so odd. Okay, well, yeah, I have for you Orobo. Please use this Orobo to ensure that we have victory over our enemies, victory over adversaries, victory over slanderers, victory over naysayers, victory over all forms of negativity in Ajogun and their agents. Oh yeah, please ensure that we have success in our life, that we are able to successfully overcome any and all challenges that are brought into our path. Oh, yeah, for myself, for Ifajana, and in any other elders that come to us for the wisdom and medicine of Ifa and Orisha, allow us to successfully walk in our path. Allow us to successfully show the medicine of Ifa truly. Allow us to successfully detach Ifa from anything that keeps it locked in to dogma and ideologies that are not of Ifa, that are not of Isheshe, that are attached to colonization allow us to successfully detach these things from it for our people in the diaspora. Oh yeah, please use this Orobo to ensure that we have longevity, that our lives are long, that our legacies have longevity, that we are able to have longevity in our practice with Ifa, that we see our hair turn white. We see the hair of our children turn white. We see the hair of our almost turn white. That we see the hair of our grandchildren turn white. We see the hair of our grandchildren turn white. We get to play with our great grandchildren. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, please use this Orobo to ensure that we have vitality, that we have the energy in the ashe to do what needs to be done to bring about our own good condition as individuals and to have that radiate outward to those that we are meant to touch in this life. Oh yeah. Mon dupo ashe. Mm. Oh yeah. Orobo. Mm-hmm. 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 Not bad, Joey. Orobo. Mm-hmm. Ashe. Ashe. My bad. Ashe. Oh yeah, I have for you OT. Move your book so it don't get wet. Oh yeah, I have for you OT. Our prayers, to activate our good fortune, to activate our blessings. Oh yeah, please use this OT to activate our awful. Please use this OT to activate our awful ashe in the direction of our good condition. Oh yeah, please use this OT to activate our awful ashe so that you can carry our words to Oro. Oh yeah, please use this OT to activate wisdom, activate access to wisdom. Oh yeah, please use this OT to ensure that we have cause to celebrate. One does not drink OT simply to get drunk. We drink OT in terms of celebration. So please, oh, yeah, ensure that we have cause to celebrate in our life, have cause to rejoice in our life, have cause to come together in community and be joyful in our life. Oh, yeah, please use this OT to ensure that our blessings are easily discernible. One cannot mistake OT for water. Allow our blessings to be easily discernible. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, please use this OT to ensure that we are blessed swiftly. If my non-drinking self drinks OT today, I'm going to feel it today. Allow our blessings to come just as fast. Oh yeah. Muito well, Ashi. Oh yeah, OT. Mm. Jibber. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh shit. Olha, achei. Iba agaju. Lekue. Iba ganju. Atela bojuba. Gedak bajuba. Iba agaju. Lekue. Me ba meta baba. Aganju, I come to you today. First and foremost, to say thank you. I say thank you on behalf of myself. I come to you on behalf of myself. I come to you on behalf of my children and my family. I come to you, Aganju, on behalf of all of my almost. I come to you today. Oh, do well, Papa. Thank you for that visual. I come to you, Aganju, on behalf of Ifajana and his lineage. And Aganju, I come to you today on behalf of all of those who come and sit with me, hold space with me for the medicine of Ifa and Orisha. Aganju, I come to you on all of their behalf. Thank you, Aganju, for the reminder that the volcano that lives within us is not to be feared, that we should never fear our own fire. Thank you, Aganju, for allowing our blessings to flow to us smooth like the way lava, to always burn brightly within us our E-ray, our good fortune, our passion. Aganju, thank you for your love and your protection. It's O'Shea Irene, this day of veneration for you. You accept my aropo, Papa. Do you need Otitu? Well, that's kind of hey. It's gonna be that kind of morning. Okay, I know I got more. Oh, there we go. Look, I got more in here. These are small, so I'll take a couple of these. I got you. I have for you a little book. Please. Aganju, please. What is that? Oh, you gotta come out. Aganju, please use the local to ensure that we are victorious, Aganju. That we are victorious in the face of our enemies. Let them watch. Aganju, thank you for ensuring that we are victorious in the face of our enemies, that we are victorious against our adversaries, Aganju. Please use this arobo to ensure that the naysayers, the doubters, that they watch us be successful, Aganju. Aganju, thank you for allowing us to be successful against the enemies within our midst. Aganju, thank you for ensuring that we are victorious against all forms of negativity and Aganju, thank you for not only protecting us, protecting the ones that we love and we care for. Aganju, please use this book to ensure that we have longevity, that we see our lives be long, that we see the lives of our children be long, that we see the lives of our almost be long. Aganju, please let us see our hair turn white. Let us see the hair of our children turn white. Let us see the hair of our grandchildren begin to turn white. Aganju, allow us to run and play with our great grandchildren. Aganju, and let us have vitality. Aganju. Aganju, please use this oracle to ensure that our blessings have longevity. Do not let us be blessed today, Aganju, and it go away from us tomorrow. Let our blessings have longevity, Aganju, span throughout all of our days, Aganju. Multiple Ashi. Aganju, oracle. Ashe, Ashe. That's a word. That's Ashe. Orobo. Yeah, we're gonna clean you out. We're gonna clean you out today. Okay. I think I got most of this stuff. Hold on, y'all. Mamas, I'm having a Virgo moment. And I'm not a Virgo, which says a lot. Okay. All right. Who chair? Oh, thank you for the heart puff. I didn't see it pop up, but thank you, Asheo. All right. Now to the man of the hour. You're gonna get two today. Let's see if we can not be flat this morning. Jekoyemi Shango Balekuso. Arimu Barea Barandum, or Brandi Dundakumboyami, Are Munjo Buro Igba Nigbope, Aran Malaguna Ba Molo, Kakumbaria Rujagu, O tu Boranjan Kanabanju, Eyoku Ojumo, Osiku Ojumo, Shango Oklemiaru. Ashi. Koko ibeje letimo, oju ire ola orungrara, osa ogiri eke ni begbe egun toto. Bita ni awa yi odo fun. Omili eba ina liari orun, olowo mi edun kan soso, li ofi pa ini amefa, orioshe li agumlo, afia iniati asopono ederan e kunto bopa. Orun funfun viaje. Oni lava jini ali ashia tata bi okundrinha dube konke. Agbamba liaja agada agbeina wo ekereke. Shere aja se o sheramando. Ki fi o jubo rule. Ki o duri na wono ekuni toya ya momo. Eje ki awajo she. Oba tete li ole ale. Bi oso pa ini monili ale ashi. Give me my mouth back. Baba Shango, swiftly I call you. The righteous path lies before me, Baba. Olubambi, allow me too to be reborn, Baba. Protector of me and my children in Ifajana. I love you too. Baba Shango, I come to you, your daughter, your priestess, your woman king. I come to you on behalf of myself, on behalf of my children, your children, on behalf of my family, your lineage, on behalf of my almost, all of them, even the ones that people may say don't deserve it. They are all still my godchildren, whether I am still their Iya Nifa or not. I come to you on behalf of my Ifajana, your son, your king, my king. And I come to you, Baba. You, Kabiesile, Obakuso. I come to you on behalf of everyone, all of them that come to me for the medicine and the wisdom of Ifa and Orisha. On this day, this Oshe Irene, this day of veneration, thank you for looking out for me. Thank you for looking out for all of us. Thank you for ensuring that we have justice. Thank you for ensuring we have justice. Thank you for ensuring that we have protection. Thank you for ensuring that we have prosperity and abundance. Thank you for ensuring that we have wisdom and we use it wisely. Thank you for ensuring that we are courageous and brave and standing in and accepting who we truly are. For those of us called to lead, us reluctant leaders, thank you, Shango, for rising up in us and encouraging us to stand tall as leaders, as the Babalawos. Thank you for ensuring he stands tall. As Ianifas, reminding them who we are. And that we stand tall. Thank you, Shango, for reminders that you are with us here in the diaspora. You are with us here for us here in the African American diaspora. You are not simply with our cousins, Shango. You are with us here in the States. Your children are here in the US. Thank you for being with us. We have not forgotten you, Baba. Thank you for not forgetting us. Thank you for ensuring that we do not get struck by your lightning, that it is our enemies. A reminder that it's us that we carry the storm. Jungle, on this day, this Iya Owinni, will you accept my orobo? Do you also need Oti Baba? Okay. 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 All right. Sorry. Thank you for the roses. Oh, you still using that? Okay. So that you get a good spray. All right. Here I am offering you a little board. I'm like, do I have any left to give you something? I got any hiding in here? Yeah, you gotta come out. We don't move y'all. We don't move y'all over here to this pig. I swear I'm being a little OCD this morning with my stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right. Shango, I have for you a little book. Shango, please use this ologbo. We are victorious in our life. That we have victory over our enemies, victory over our adversaries, victory in the face of naysayers, victory in the face of those that are jealous with us. Victory over all forms of negativity in our jungle. Shango, please use this olopo to ensure that we have success in our life in the way that we define it. Reminding us that success does not look the same for everybody, Shango. Thank you for ensuring that we can define our success and that we have it. Shango, please use this olopo to ensure that we have longevity in all forms. Let our ire, let our good fortune, let our success, let our victories have longevity. Do not let us win today and lose tomorrow, Baba. Use this olokbo to ensure that our victories have longevity, that our blessings have longevity, that they continue to stay with us, that our success has longevity. Shango, please use this olokbo to ensure our life has longevity. Let us see our hair turn white. Let us see the hair of our children turn white, Shango. Let us see the hair of our almost turn white, Shango. Let us see the hair of our grandchildren turn white, Shango. Let us run and play with our great-grandchildren, Shango. Allow us to have vitality, Shango. Allow us to have the energy, the stamina, the ashe to enjoy our blessings throughout our days, to enjoy our life, to get things done. Shango, please use this olokbo to ensure that we have virility in our life, Shango. Motupoel, thank you that we have virility, Shango. Allow us to give and receive pleasure, Shango. Allow us to be fruitful and multiply, Shango. For as long as we can, Shango, and let us have staying power. Multiple, Baba, Ashe. Shango, Oropo. Now, OT. Uh-oh, don't spill it. Don't spill it. All right, Shango, I have for you OT. Shango, please use this OT to activate our prayers today. Activate our prayers. Activate our blessings. Activate our ire bobo. Shango, please use this OT to activate our Ofo Ashe, the power of the word and direction of our good fortune and good condition. Shango, please use this OT to ensure that our blessings come to us swiftly. If one drinks OT today, you are aware that you drunk today, OT is going to hit you today. Shango, allow our blessings to be just as swift. Shango, please use this to ensure that our blessings are easily discernible. The way we cannot mistake OT to be water, let our blessings be easily discernible, Shango. Shango, please use this OT that we have cause to celebrate, that we have cause to rejoice, Shango, that we have cause to celebrate our victory, Shango, celebrate our success, Shango, celebrate our blessing, Shango. Ensure that we have cause for rejoicing and celebration, not only alone, but with community, with those of us who are meant to celebrate with us. Multiple Papa, Ashe, Ashe, Shango, OT. Right in my face. All right, do it right. Drink it, Shango. There you go, Shango. I see. I see. Orere ila la lope ayo. Orere ila la lope ayo. Be Shango baroya yo orere. Orere ila la lope ayo. Orere ila la yo orere. Joro joro, oya injobino. Joro joro, oya injobino. Namagaya, moro ya la kobi, oya darabori. Joro joro, oya injobino. Motupo Shango, Motupo Oya, Motupo Otanju. Offerings have been given. Offerings have been given. Let us call in some array. Let us call in some blessings and good fortune. Before I tell you to share, yeah, I'm a good time. Before I call it in the word of Ifa, let's call in some good array and blessings. Let's go inside more of these offerings. Irenimo no alomioto, ifa reli oru tumare, lo creo afumio, lolo amioto, oru mila reli oru tumare, lo creo afumio, lolo amioto, oru mila reli oru tumare, lo creo fumi, ashe, ashe, ashe. It is good fortune that I am searching for but have not yet received. If I go to the house of the Almighty and bring me good fortune. Spirit of destiny, go to the house of the Almighty and bring me abundance. Spirit of destiny, go to the house of the Almighty and bring me children. May it be so. Ashe. Ojo lojo lojo eye. Biojo leo solo poshe. One day chased and chased another day, but could not catch up. 1 month shuffled and shuffled, but met no other month on the road. May it be so. Ashe. Aya ki ifolo, aya ino onaki ifonile, kaya mi majomo, kero maba mima o ashe. The mortar is never afraid. The grindstone is never afraid. A householder never fears his doorway. Let me no longer be afraid. Let me have no fear. May it be so. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Most High, protect me from misfortune, protect me from disruption and the unexpected, protect me from misfortune. Do not let me meet death today. Do not let me meet disruption today. May misfortune find itself somewhere else. May it be so. Ashe. Abisi olu, ibi shemi, ibi wede, ibi bawo, ibe shemi, ki ibi iko oshe milone, ki ibi ofo oshe milone, e yen leke si, meso reke sin. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Que bami do ono ofo, que bami do ono ofo, que bami do ono edu, que bami do ono ibi, que bami do ono issue. Close the way of losses to me. Close the way to losses for my children, my mate, and my family. Close the way of litigation. Close the way of negativity. Close the way of disruption from the spirit of the trickster. Ashe. Ki e sina a jefumi ki awon omo arege wa ma bami ra oja ti imo ba nita warawara epeko oro e bainda lodoni. Open the way to wealth for us, that the world will want the products of our service in our work, and that untimely death will pass us by. Que jeki indi arisina erisaina akato kiri e jofon awon ota. Let us be like fire from which people flee, or as a snake that is greatly feared by its enemies. Kieso mi di pupo kundere ki mi roro san owo ori ki mi roro san awin oro mi ati baby. Let us be good. Let us be blessed for good, that we will always have the money to pay our debts. May we always do good things in this world. Ki oromo besire ki ejeki oruko mi hansirere ki ipa mileye paon. Let our name not be spoken of badly in the world. Let our name be famous in the world. Let our lineage flourish in the world. Ki ebami de awon otami. Suppress all our enemies' power and destroy their power. Let our hair live long and turn white. Let's see which verse from me will do. So I have been intentionally. Alafia Janika. Abo ato oshori iwori wafu. So I've been intentionally working on making sure that I do a verse from my Odu, or one of them, whether it is my personal Odu associated with my Orishas. I have been purposely doing that and sharing those verses so that I can be more in tune with me. So we will do that. Ashe. So yeah, I'm gonna do both of my Odus today. Both Odu associated with my Shango and with my Oya. So the one with the Orikis is literally called Oriki. That's what it's called. So how do you become someone's godchild? So I can't speak on everyone. So this will be like a general, and then like from me in my lineage. So in a very general sense, the relationship, very much so in the diaspora, very specific, like on the continent, Falo Kun is the author. It's a blue book. I would show you the cover, but I've been using my book for so long, it no longer has a cover. But it's a blue cover. If you look on Amazon, you'll see it's a blue cover, and it has an African mask on the front. I'd show you the cover. Like I said, my cover has gone by the way of the ancestors. But Ashe, the general sense, depending on lineage, is that if this person initiates you or does ceremony for you, that is Hanabifa. Doing a shrine outside of Hand Five, not necessarily the same thing. Like you can have a shrine for Orisha and not necessarily initiate that Orisha. But getting an Oromila shrine, getting your Hand Five is a bit different. So if the person is an elder and they do your Hand Five, then depending on the lineage, that in turn may make that person that person's godchild. So making sure that, it's just a relationship between the elder and the people that they are teaching and or doing ceremonies for. That's really what the relationship is. So how that comes about, like I said, it differs from lineage and lineage. Looking at the continent, I don't think it's similar, but not quite the same, because if we were growing up within the tradition in Yoruba land, we would have a multitude of elders around us. We'd have a multitude of elders around us. So that godchild title may or may not be present, because it doesn't have to be. We're in a village and we're all doing the same thing. In the diaspora, Ilays are basically our way of trying to capture that village energy for us in our spiritual community, in our spiritual walk. So you have the elder of the community, just like you would in a village. And then those members within that community are either people that are just friends of the community, because there are plenty of people that come to classes with me, come to this morning veneration with me, and they're not inherently my actual God children, because I haven't done ceremony for them. We don't have a formal teacher-student relationship like that. Now, if someone is looking for that, one, for me personally, that I would get divination to see if that's what's meant for you. Like, I always am going to lean onto getting divination. When I started my own Orisha journey, well, backwards. When I started my spiritual journey, I didn't know Orisha was coming directly like it did. When I started my own spiritual journey, I have an Orisha tarot deck, and one of the cards kept coming up on a regular basis. You need an elder, you need an elder, you need an elder. And I'm like, send me one. Send me one that I can learn from. I am grateful. My god sister and I were talking about this, because I saw a content creator recently, and she was talking about African spiritual practices, but she was talking more about the ones in the diaspora, and how, at least from her vantage point, that there was not this inclusion of the ancestors, and I couldn't relate. And I'm like, maybe it's just that lineage. And my god sister and I were talking. She said, the way that I teach Ifa, if you watch people on social media, is different. I don't put Orisha to the forefront. And that's because when I was initiated, I was traditional Ifa. Like, my elder was initiated in Yoruba land through Isheshe. So that's the way that I teach Isheshe. Blacker than black. Thank you. The Ikin was a gift, and then the person I'm seeing knew how to, put it on. And so he's the one. So, like, I had one give me the Ikin, and someone else give me making the Ide. Now, I will say my Ide has been reborn, because I had to restring it. So this version of it I did make. But the idea of being in that lineage, getting a divination done, I didn't see me initiating into Ifa. Mostly because, honestly, social media. When I would go and I would hear about the tradition, I was not hearing it in a way. A lot of people still want the angry God of the Bible in their Orisha practice. I'm just gonna keep it 100. A lot of people need the angry God of the Bible, and they need a bad guy. They need the God of the Bible, and they need a bad guy within their Orisha practice. And I needed something that did not include that. And so when I was open to Orisha the way it came from me was very special because I found elders or practitioners on social media that centered around Ori. So for those that don't know Ori, just to do it, so Ori is in a very literal translation. If I keep it small, it is your head and your consciousness, but it is existence. It is the totality of who you are. And when you do Ori work, and you're in like from an Isheshe perspective, because it is different depending on which denomination of Orisha practice you go to. From an Isheshe perspective, if you're looking for a quote unquote hierarchy is not the right word, but hierarchy gives you a visual. If you're looking for a hierarchy, it's Olodumare, who is God, and your Ori in that order. Olodumare, who is God, and then your Ori in that order. Why? Because Ori is Olodumare inside you. Who gonna come before that? So then you understand doing Ori work is self-love work. Doing Ori work is self-love work. When you learn about yourself, when you enjoy learning about yourself, when you have an affection for the things that make you different from everybody else, then you are building up that relationship with your Ori. When you learn how to feel and trust and act on your intuition, then you are doing that. That's Ori work. The next phase of that would then be your ancestor veneration, because they are where you got your inherent gifts and talents. They are the family that your Ori chose to support you in this life. Your ancestors, your parents, they are the family your Ori chose to support you in this life. So when I teach about Ifa and Orisha, it's not that my students don't get anything Orisha here listening that can tell you that no, y'all get the Orisha by way of veneration, by way of, when we're doing divination, things of that nature. Orisha is going to come up. But the focal point for me is self. And did I mention self? And then by extension, then calling in your ancestors, calling in your Egbe. That's why my temple's name is Temple Egbe Ori Egun Ofu Ashe. It's doing that work that allows you to then effectively commune. You'll hear me say, I don't work with Orisha. I am initiated more than 5 Orishas. I am a priestess of more than 5 Orishas. Then I don't have to worry about working with them. I learned how to embody the Orisha. I'm learning how do I walk in this life and be more like Ishu? When I'm walking in my days, how do I be more like Oya? When I'm walking, how am I more like Igungun? And when do I need to activate those particular aspects of myself? So for me, I share those things because that way, if someone is looking for Ifa's medicine, Orisha's medicine through that lens, that's the only way they're going to know that that's the way that I'm going to teach it to them. If you come and join my Ile and you take my mentorship program, like it'll be forever before I start teaching you about Orishas. Like it really will. And asking them, like when you're looking for an elder, a mentor, it is no different than when you're looking for a mentor in corporate America. Vet them. If you're sitting in a corporate office and you're like trying to get a promotion at your job and you need a mentor to help you to get that promotion, you got to vet them. You're not going to just pick the first manager that you meet. You're going to talk to them. You're going to see what their team says about them. You're going to see how they lead. That's what you need an elder within your spiritual walk. When I met my godmother, when I first discovered her, a friend of mine pointed me to her radio show. And when I say I was in the most platonic way enamored, like just completely enamored by them. And I listened to how she speaks. I listened to how she talked. I listened to how she spoke about Ifa, how she spoke about the Orishas, how she spoke about the ancestors, how she spoke about herself. And I was just like, I just wanted to reading from her in the worst way. Like, I just wanted to be able to sit in space with her and get guidance. I just wanted to be able to sit in space with her and get wisdom and get guidance. And when my cousin gave me the money to get a reading from her for my birthday, I'm gonna be keep it 100 solo team. And my personal opinion is Black people are not supposed to be solo witches. We're just not. Witches and wizards, we're not supposed to be solo. Black people's superpower has always been community. You will have the individual expression of your spiritual practice when you're alone. And then there will be what y'all do in community. And it is having that community that has always been the thing that has empowered our people. And that is the thing they first took from our people outside of our religion was our community, especially here in the States. So when I've got my divination from her, I've been alone, learning, taking notes, copious amounts of note taking and study. And I was just concerned that I wasn't doing it right. I just knew because I knew she didn't play no games. Like, I watched her radio show enough to know that she's not gonna pull no punches. She's not pulling any punches. And when my godmother in my divination, she cast the Odu, and she looks at me, we're on Zoom. She looks at me and she says, Ifa says you are already living Ifa. You are already living Isheshe. I cried. I absolutely cried because I didn't know. I was listening. I had learned how to tell I was doing or rework before initiation. I was doing or rework. Before initiation, I was honoring my ancestors. I was doing the self-work. And that's why my class is set up the way it is, because I feel like that's what made my initiation easy. A lot of times you hear people talk about initiation and post-initiation, like, oh my God, my world fell apart. No. Like, I have had challenges. I'm gonna keep it 100. I've had challenges and things of that nature. But when I listen to other people talk about post-initiation, and I think about my life post-initiation, I've had challenges, but I have had the tools and things to go to Ifa to help me through those challenges. Like, I didn't feel like I was alone in those moments. And yeah, I'm the oldest Black daughter in the family. Of course, I struggle with asking for help, including from the divine. I'm working on that. But the work I did at least helped support me. Like, you have the power to do this. You just need to call on it. You need to call. You need to call for the help. Call. Ask us for help. Ask us for help. So she didn't push me to initiate. She told me it was in my path. She said it was in my destiny, but she said it was still my choice. She said it was in my path, it was in my destiny, it was still my choice. And then she gave me homework to align more with myself. And if after the end of that ritual that she gave me to do on my own, I would know whether or not I wanted to initiate. And about day 5 of it, I think I reached out to her and I was like, hey, how much is the class? And I prayed and I was like, I'm going to invest in this money in this class. I was newly a single parent. I was still trying to figure out how to manage things on my own, but I knew I needed to take her class. And when it came up again, like, no, like, for real, they're calling you to initiate. She's like, I don't know why they're calling you so strong, but they are calling you. Like, and she told me straight up, she said, I don't know, you're not just initiating, you're going to become an Iya Owinni. You're going to become a high priest. And I'm just like, all right. And when it came time for initiation, I sat at my altar and I looked around and I said, look, if you want me to initiate, I'll know it's time to come easy. Like, it won't be a struggle. I won't feel like I am going to have to, sacrifice the blood of a virgin. Like, it's going to come easy and flow. And that's what it did. We got our bonus at work in time for me to have the money, the last payment to make for my initiation. Like, all that's how you find your elder. That's how you find your people. Like, I am definitely feminine, but I was working on being more my feminine, and there was work that I did and wanted to do with women. And I initiated into a lineage that was nothing but womb holders. That's what that's what alignment looks like. When you're moving in accordance with yourself, like I knew there was work I wanted to do with women. There was already work I was doing with women, and to help facilitate or at least illustrate more of that, my Ori chose for me to initiate into a lineage that is nothing but womb holders. Nothing but womb holders. And subsequently, my current lineage, other than the children, is nothing but womb holders. All the adults in my lineage are womb holders. I don't have any adult men in my lineage right now. But I do have men that come work with me. I have men that come to me for divination. I have men that come to venerate with me. I have men that I do, like I have one monthly, like clockwork. I need to come get my head cleansed. Like clockwork. He do that spiritual hygiene every month, like clockwork. When can I come get my Ori cleansed? So there's men that come, they're just not my students. Not right now. Not right now. And that's cool. Long as they go long as they get the medicine. Like that's really all I care about. As long as you get the medicine. I feel like Ifa, initiation into Ifa is not for everyone. Initiation into Ifa is not for everyone. Wisdom of Ifa is though. Initiation into Ifa is not for everyone. But the wisdom and the medicine of Ifa absolutely is. And you can get that without initiation. If you're looking for your community, go to things that they have. If this elder is putting on a class, invest, take the class. If the class is public, go to the class. See what you can learn from them. See if you can learn. See what it feels like to be in that space. I'm in Georgia. You can't tell? No, I'm just kidding. My mother would like scream if you could actually tell I was from Georgia. I'm in Georgia. About 2.5 hours outside of Atlanta. Or away from Atlanta. But go to the things they do where they teach and things of that nature. Do they have a big community? Do they have a small community? Do they have a program that is structured? Some people are structured learners. Some people are structured learners. So do you need a class that has structure? Like generally speaking, my classes both have structure and I have flow. Every once in a while, I'll get a download about something I want to teach and I'll insert it into the program. But I do have a structured program just for general mentorship. I have a structured program for Hand of E5. I have a structured program. Why? Because I am an Aquarius. I can be a little flighty and I have a Virgo North node. I need to create structure. Like I need to create structure. So I have a practice of structure, but not everybody does. My godmother did not have a structured program. I learned a lot from her, but she didn't have a structured program. But I'm also, from school, you would say I was a borderline genius. So I learned quickly. But if I'm teaching, I got to have some structure. If I'm teaching as a student, if you are a good teacher, I'm going to learn. If you are a good teacher, I'm going to learn. That's the other part. Not all Awo are good teachers. Some of them are phenomenal, but they can't teach. And that's okay. That's not their skill set. They divine, and that's what they do. They may be great in ceremony, but they can't teach you. And that's okay. That's not their bag. That's not what they do. So that's the other thing. You may go to someone and they give you a bomb divination. The divination is fire. The divination is divine. The divining is divining. It's giving psychic. However, and they may do it a phenomenal ceremony. Can you learn from them though? You need to see them teach. If you are looking for an elder to help you on your journey, it is not enough to get these things from them, to get these tools from them. You get all these blessed items from them, but then they can't teach you how to live Ifa, because you can't make Ifa fit in your life. You cannot make Ifa fit in your life. It won't work. If you try to make Ifa fit in your life, you're going to treat it like you're checking boxes. You're going to treat it like, I'm going to check this box off. Well, I did this today. I'm going to check this box off. And I'm going to check that box off. You're not going to be living Ifa. It's not about checking boxes. It's not about checking boxes. It's a lifestyle. It is a culture. So you can't make it fit in your life. You have to cultivate a life that is Ifa. And cultivating a life that is Ifa doesn't mean you give up everything that you were before. If I walked around and flipped my phone the other way, you want to know what's on my bookshelf along with all my Odu and Ifa books and other spiritual books? A gang of tarot cards. You know why? Because before I did any other form of divination, I read cards. And guess what? I still read cards. It may not be on my website as a service that I offer, but I still do tarot readings. And on a good day, I might feel froggy. And I'm going to get online and I'm going to do 1 card readings for people. I still read cards. I also do a little I Ching and some runes, cowrie shells. Like, I do that. Like those things are a part of who I am. Those things are a part of who I am. So I haven't separated that part of myself. I still listen to trap music from time to time in the car. I was riding down the road listening to Shango, but I had the overwhelming urge to turn on the Migos Fight Night because I was in a mood and I felt like the song was reflective of my mood. Like I was going to feel better. Like I was going to feel like I still am. As much as I am Iya Owinni Adina Durusimi, Dania is still present. And I'm not in competition with her. I'm not in competition with myself. I am in absolute awe of the woman, the girl, the teen, the woman that allowed me to be Iya Owinni. I am in awe of her. Everything like she had to go through to get to this point, I'm in awe of her. I'm in absolute awe of her. The fact that she can still love and want to give love after, like if I ran it down, like, girl, why aren't you jaded? Why aren't you making content to say these people suck? That's because they don't. You're never going to hear me say Earth is ghetto because like, some people were voluntold, like respectfully, I divine on it. Yes, there are some people who did not volunteer. Olodumare, God, Goddess, the Most High Source, whatever you want to resonate with, sat them down and say, hey, I got something for you to do. Sure, what is it? I need you to go to Earth. Bruh, why? Like some people, that's what it was. But then Olodumare looked at you and smiled and you were like, how you going to say no? So you came. I know I chose. I know my spirit made a conscious decision to come back to Earth. So you're never going to hear me call Earth is ghetto or anything, those things, because I also feel like, you know, the power of the word is powerful. And every time you say stuff like that, you self-hexing. And that's my personal opinion on it. Every time you say Earth is ghetto or this is hard or this is life is short, you are self-hexing. Point blank. Like, that's always how I'm going to feel about it. You're self-hexing. If you say, I can't trust my heart, that is not who God called you to be. That's that's not what God wants for you. And the more we lean into the idea that we are not the creation of some angry God that gets jealous, that's a human thing. God's not human in a literal sense. God spends time as humans, but God as the source energy is not human. What you gonna be? I'm jealous of myself. That sounds stupid. Like I'm just, respectfully, like I'm a jealous God. Who you jealous of? Yourself? You created all the other deities. They are extensions of you. You jealous of yourself? That don't seem logical to me. And that's what I like about Isheshe is the logic of the thing. Like, y'all see me give you go that way. Let me see if I got a small one in here that I can see. Okay, I got one in here. If it'll let me open it. So, y'all heard me give a lot of orobo today. Here's a. First off, look at how big it is. There's the orobo. Now my laptop is giving ethereal. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's a little small nut. It has a really long shelf life. This thing, if well stored, will just be there, good looking and fresh for the longest. So it's got a good shelf life. So you know what you give it for? Longevity. You give it for longevity because it has a good shelf life. It's hard to crack. You got to do like it's not easy, even with teeth, to bite through that joint. So you know what? It don't break easy. Victory. And for me personally, I think victory and success. So that's why I've been lately calling in both. So we got victory. I learned that bitter cola has caffeine in it. So what does caffeine do? Give you energy, keeps you energized. So what I asked for, vitality. I don't just want longevity. I want to have some energy while I have that long life. So I call it vitality. The tradition is logical. This orobo has its own destiny. It said, when I leave heaven and come to earth, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to show up in the world. And it either gave its ebo or it did not. And based on that, that's how it shows up in the world. Looking at water, you give water for flow. You give water for abundance. Why? Because it's a water on the planet. Water is a sheer sign that the world is not impoverished or full of lack, and the world is abundant. So you give water for abundance. If you pour water on the ground, it starts to move in a path of some sort. You give water so that you always have a good path. You give water so that you always have a good path, and that path is leading to your destiny and your prosperity. Water, unless you make it hot, tends to be cool. No matter what time of year, the water tends to be cool. So you give water for coolness, to cool things down in your life. So that's what I love about the tradition is it's spiritual, it's esoteric. When I hear people talk about manifestation, and I've said this online before, the thing that you don't hear them talk about is the energy exchange. Anything that is created, there has been energy expended, energy done to make this. There's been a back and forth. Even within the scope of the creator. The feminine aspect of the creator is giving inspiration to the masculine aspect of the creator to create something in creation. There is an energy exchange that is just a law of the universe. So if you're going to sit around and you're trying to manifest money, spouse, house, car, all of these things, this is why we give ebo. Ebo is an offering. It is the energy exchange. It's the energy exchange. It's the medicine. It's the prescription needed to either sustain what you have, to repel something you don't want, or to call in what you do want. So when I see people doing petitions, i.e. the 369 method, manifestation journals, 555, you know what all of them are? Petitions. Those are petitions. Tell me I'm wrong. You got to write it down. You write down what you want. You trying to write down what you want. It's a petition. By any other name, it's a petition. You know who understood write petition? Our ancestors did. But you know, they didn't just write petitions. There was always something given. It could have been time. It could have been dance. It could have been song. It could have been food. It could have been energy exchange, showing gratitude and thanks for the energy that is going to go into making sure that those prayers are answered. That is the thing I always see missing from these manifestation videos, especially when they look about manifestation. and you ain't talking about no energy exchange, what is you doing? There is an energy exchange. And anytime it's like, well, but you have to keep doing it because you don't believe. And then you do believe, well, I did believe, it still didn't work. You didn't exchange no energy. You didn't exchange no energy. There was no exchange of energy to lock in your blessing. Like, lock the blessing in. Lock it in. Lock the blessing in. You got like, and it don't always have. You see how big this nut is? I gave this nut something just this size. I call it all that good fortune, not even just for myself. Calling all that good fortune, not even just for me. And this is it. Now, granted, there are times when, you know, I got to go to the Jamaican spot and get some curry goat because I need to get goat. Or I need to go to the grocery store and get some lamb and throw some lamb. Yeah, there are times where I have to do that. Our ebo for this itadogu is a significant size ebo, but it's also meant to be shared with the community. Ashe, it needs to be shared with the community. So that's the other part. You're like, well, you're giving all these big offerings. It's not supposed to just be like, the offering is shared with the community. We're going to give these offerings. We're going to get all these ebo materials together, and then we're each all going out and we're going to share it with other people. Whether it's our neighbors, whether we're going to take it and find the unsheltered. A lot of my omos have asked, can we give it to the homeless? Absolutely. Absolutely. And given the timing, if I just be like timing. I understand that. When you know, you'll know when it's time. Spend time. My itadogun is always open. You're more than welcome to come. You send me your email address and come just hang out with us. I do other things that within community spaces. Just do that with a few and then see what you have. Let's see what you get. See what you get. When I look at Ifa, so I do a lot of stuff on Zoom. Like real talk, I don't have any godchildren in my city. I'm sorry, I have one goddaughter, only one godchild that lives in my city. Not a single one lives in my city. We use a lot of Zoom. We Zoom, baby. We do a lot of Zooming. We do a lot of Zooming. A lot of Zooming. Nobody lives here. Nobody lives where I'm at. So we got to Zoom. We got to use Ogun's technology. So that with like removing obstacles. Ogun removes obstacles. Ogun removes obstacles. Ogun's technology removes the obstacles that says, I can't reach. Because I can't reach. Like I can't reach. But this Itadogun, Ifa was like, Ifa gave us the Holy Odu, Ogbe Ogunda, which is an open road requires us to remove obstacles. That was what came through my temple. The person of dating's temple got a message around Oyeku Ogbe. An ending of cycles opens up the road. So we got an ending cycle opening up the road for my friend's temple. But his temple got a message about self-hexing. His temple got a message about getting out of their own way. So when I look at how Ifa is speaking to the both of us, I understand that though my temple was in Ire, my temple was in good fortune, and there are things that want to manifest for my community and those who came and sat with Itadogun. So you don't even have to be in my community. If you come sit in our service and you hear the wisdom of Ifa, that message was for you. That message was for you. You were supposed to receive that medicine. And so now I'm like, okay, cool. Because I always sit in his, and when his has time, he sits in with mine. So we're sitting there and getting this message. And so now I know the message, we're in alignment. We're in alignment with good fortune. We're in alignment with our blessings. But if we self-hex, we are going to F up our own stuff. The obstacle that needs to be removed to ensure that we get our E-ray is us. The obstacle that needs to be removed to ensure that we get our blessing is us. We got to get it our own way. We have to call our blessings in. We have to activate our energy. So when I look at those two, keeping cool, you want to know why I'm in white today? I'm in white today because we got to wear white for 16 days. Why we got to wear white for 16 days? What do we have next week? We got Turkey Day next week, right? We got a lot of people going to be around, a lot of people. If I came through and said, all of y'all keep it together, go ahead and put some white on. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. In fact, not only put some white on, don't none of y'all drink. Oh, I don't drink, so I don't care. I don't drink, so I don't care. But if I came through to my temple and his, don't drink, and then told my temple, not only don't drink, y'all put some white on. Okay. Don't pop off on nobody. Don't be going back and forth with nobody. I don't care what nobody say to you. You keep your mouth shut. I don't care what nobody say to you. Keep your mouth shut. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. It's going to get handled. You just keep staying your Iwa Pele. And I'm just like, okay. But I can see it. Even on social media. All I want to do is tell all my people to stop stitching them people. Because y'all not even understanding that you are feeding them. You are feeding them. Every time you stitch their video, every time you capture their video and you show it on the screen, talk about them without showing them on the screen. But you're exchanging energy with them. And even though the message came through me, in my temple, in my lineage, that message ain't just for us. That's why it's in my blog. That's why I post the message. When we get Itadogun, I started posting them in my blog. Because even if you didn't come and sit and get that message, even if you didn't come, I got plenty of godchildren that weren't there. Does that mean that message doesn't apply to them? No, it does apply to them. That good fortune, that blessing applies to them. They give that MO, they're going to lock in that blessing. That goes for anybody. They go and read that blog. You know what? That might have been for me. Okay, cool. You want to get your E-ray. Bring that. You want to get the E-ray, you can give your MO. You give your MO and you get the blessing. That's it. You give your MO and you get and it's like, well, the blessing's already on the way. Then you lock it in. Then the blessing is no longer fleeting. The blessing doesn't come today and leave you tomorrow. You lock it in. So it stays. You ground it in your physical reality. You ground it in your physical reality. If I said, don't pop off on nobody. If I said, don't pop off on nobody. Don't allow anybody to use you and drain you out. Use you for what you do and drain you. Now, this is not inherently talking about work, but like just people in your life. Don't let yourself get drained, but understand now is not the time to pop off. Now is not the time to be rah, rah, rah back and forth with everybody. Now is the time to keep it cool. Keep it cute. Keep it cool. Water off a duck's back. Not your monkeys, not your circus. It's not for you. Call in coolness. When we got our Odu, the E-ray, when we cast, we always see if it's in good fortune or not. Is it in alignment or not? And because our good fortune came through Ofun Meji. And Ofun Meji is one of the Odus that is sacred to Obatala. Ofun Meji, though it is the last of the Mejis, it is technically the first because it is the source of manifestation. It is prayers being answered. And it comes through this coolness. It is a source of manifestation that allows prayers to be answered. And it's when we are effectively using our Ashe, effectively using our Ofo Ashe, that allows for us to see the manifestation of our prayers. I have been working on praying for myself the way I pray for others. I have personally been working on the way praying for myself, the way that I pray for other people. The way that I call in E-ray and good fortune for others, I have been working on calling on that E-ray, calling on that good fortune for myself. Because, I mean, y'all, like, you're not supposed to give from your cup. You're supposed to give from your excess, from your surplus. You're supposed to give from your surplus. You feel depleted because you have not allowed yourself to become in a place of surplus, so that when you give, you don't feel depleted. Your cup runneth over, and whatever is running over is what you give. The stuff running over is what you give out. That is what you share. That's the energy that you give. But if I talked about energy exchange, like Ogbe Ogunda talks about men not getting into conflict, especially with women. And it talks about women managing their credit. And credit isn't like simply your credit score. When you think about it in a traditional sense, is are you paying back for anything that you've received? Is there reciprocity? Like heavy on the reciprocity. There is a giving and exchange. There's a give and receive that happens throughout the world. And when you don't allow that, if you are someone who's like, I'm giving, I'm just a giver, I'm just a giver, you're a people pleaser, respectfully. As a retired people pleaser, you're a people pleaser. Let's just call it what it is. You're a people pleaser. You want people to like you. So you keep giving, and you wonder why you're exhausted. You wonder why you feel depleted. You're giving, you're not receiving. You need to be nourished. Just as well as you give out nourishment, you are meant to be nourished. You're meant to be nourished. And doing it in a way that is an alignment for you. And not giving away your blessing. When you have surplus, that's what you give. I listened to somebody, and I love his content. He was talking about getting a tip of like $40 or so, and he didn't have lunch money, and he immediately felt like he needed to turn around and give it away. You're not going to get any blessings when you do that. If whatever resonates with you, God, ancestors, angels, the Most High, goes through the trouble of saying, hey, I'm going to give you this blessing, and then you turn around and give the blessing away. Well, what am I giving the blessing to you for? I'm going to go ahead and give it over here. I'm just going to cut out the middleman. What I'm doing this extra step for. I gave this to you. You need lunch money, right? You hungry? You want to eat? Here you go. Eat. And I had to learn that because I had to learn that for myself. I would have someone and I would say, I want my nails done. I would just be talking and I would mention that I want my nails done or my toes done. And I would not be getting them done because I need to do this. I need to take care of some other things. And so someone would send me money specifically for getting the blessing of my nails done. And I had to learn to not spend that money on the bill. Go get your nails done because that is what the E-Ray came for. The blessing came to you to get your nails done. That is the intention. That is the purpose. And I divined on it one day because there was like, they sent somebody to me and he's like, you're supposed to be asking me for something. What is it? And I'm like, I am? What am I supposed to be asking you? And so I threw up and like, I have my shelves nearby. I'm like, okay, am I supposed to ask him for something? Yep. Is it for something functional or fun? Fun. And I'm sitting here thinking, but I got bills to pay. And yes, and you'll still have bills to pay every day. So right now, what I want you to do is have fun. And so I said, okay. So to ask for something for fun. And the fun thing I can think of is I want my nails done. I want my nails and my toes done. And he said, say less. Zell's on the way. So I got my nails and my toes done. And you know what I still got? The money to pay the bills. The money that paid the bills still came. This didn't take away from the blessing of me needing to pay getting the money to pay my bills. The money to pay my bills still came. He was not the one that's going to help for that. His job was to make sure I got my nails and my toes done. That was his role. His role in the equation was, you need to get your nails and your toes done. So go get your nails and your toes done. I will see it sometimes and I'm just like, dang, somebody will send me a gift card and the gift card will be like my godchildren got me a gift card to get a massage because I hadn't had one and I was exhausted and there was just a lot going on and I just really